Hi, today is yet another beautiful day the Lord has made for you, and I wish you more about strong over possible TVGH. And then that it can win extra channel is with YouTube, a best source of a video. No share we are like, comment, subscribe. We are now share content now, so I recommend the channel. No, I'm only being so any videos in the okay. Meeting Eddie Francis actually, aka possible when him say channel we use the can edit here for my own same one. My gun, I will pay the 80 and a year be no. Eba ebeche. And of course, yes, no crana a woman na minya meno said a beya or be share you know where she be Eddie a free moon. Member some casabet and the needy coin so. Yamun remnianti in some audio way.
Serious allegations have been dropped against Prophet Nigel Gaisie, the founder and the leader of Prophetic Hill Chapel. Prophet Nigel Gaisie, the Akana Samoa. Na Ghana for people no ehunu ba bia wogina o saw the MPP mu se wo yam bo mo anyasem ketwa especially na ado dan kwakufu ado ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia papa yi keka ya asenya do betumi di president da nyankopon ya dom obedi president the day of election chese nyoma na Nigel Gaisie be ni TV so na ahomte omu wiamu chese asam no kra court Supreme Court ensem bebrebe na Nigel Gaisie de betu bia Well, you need say on there, or a true and true Bahama faithful and parts of the National Democratic Congress. And serious allegations are they about Prophet Nigel Gaisie and they say, Wakwanyem Ababa Wabia will refuse to accept responsibility for the pregnancy. Now, this disturbing charge was leveled against Nigel Gaisie by the brother of the unnamed lady, who alleges Nigel Gaisie has neglected to care for his sister. And the charge in no ababa wana allegedly yes Nigel Gaisie ene na fofura wanya na agyen so obehwe no onu abema ena wode sign allegations yi wode apim Nigel Gaisie se woni onu aba no efofuro ebesi ne wanya na agyen so obehwe no ekwan bia so ntino ese so oba bonten na o magana fo nyina ehunu na we esi Emrana Nigel Gaisie perform live session with the church members and the followers. Ewo ono ankasa ni Facebook live feed so. Ena brantie no a ni buo fu din eba so ebe expose Nigel Gaisie. To oba na obetwere ho no say you impregnated my sister and ran away. Shame on you, man of God indeed. Anche ena another Facebook user say na wonim asem yi abrantie yi kan wonim hu bi. Now when him said the story in city nyina enso ba ya no so de beto aso bio say shame on you, quack man of God. You have impregnated someone's sister and you've decided not to take responsibility. And I want also the emoji ya the per munatum or the ebeto hono. Na third Facebook also the beto hono say we are hoping to get the police involved to arrest you, fake man of God. And also at the ebetare to ya screenshot of the messages in ano e roli ewo video no mu a obehu na kama na that is say Nigel Gaisie wo hwemu a social media or you very active, highly active. Enti the any people bebrebe hwe ne sen and also mo expect ne sen ka oba be address this problem shortly. Now if you want clear the air once and for all. But the best Nigel Gaisie into me emeka asembia emfanfa ho enchai ena ye the allegations born no say wa assault to a 70-year-old mother ya sa asem no so ekokon ho no mo ya eni na asa osan ba bonten be ka say only John Mahama can solve all the problems of Ghana. Yeah, no so no do any change social media say and someone nipa bi eka edofa no ho na nye ensem ketwa e bi kura busa say asema wo kan de na chese former president John Dramani Mahama nya ne be bi kura na chese Ghana problems ni de de besoa e de akwawie ya na eni say wie allegations of him impregnating a young lady and say na nida homo no we refuse to take responsibility a hate na den e wona akasa ni Facebook live feed online e wona asoro wono mo a ebesi ne yenya any better response free na so and fingers crossed. In the next coming days, say Prophet Nigel Gaisie, the founder and the leader of Prophetic Hill Chapel, wadi ehun anu ye beba ne ehunu ye waka no kre ene die otwantro. But until then, ye ma eye nsempietie for the phone ahefo ye mamu the assurance said ye be see bia involved in this case. We will not hesitate to bring to your doorsteps.
The activists na yenyina agitated say we need to have a right to information act to, as it were, operationalize Article 21F of the 1992 Constitution. Now, as I said, commend the current president or accented to this law. What it has done is it has deepened the democratic culture. Now, it is really commendable, sir. Successive presidents since President Kufuor, President Mills, President Mahama, Obia contributed, and so President Mahama, so it was ready to be signed, but because it was in the last hour, no, the MPP minority at the time, like I said, they would prefer, say, this new president will come and then, as it were, sign the bill and accent to it, albeit with some later modifications, Parliament a year. And it is within that context, it was a right to information request. Now, that right to information request, no, OSHA Emana Act 989, Uchosa Kratano, under Section 18 of the right to information request, public officials are obliged, as I said, omu release information now wo hwehwe interna may use that legal provision under the RTI Act at 989 Section 18. It may draw sakrata no on the 4th of July, Monday where now, as I said, me bought PPA for ABAS, the Public Procurement Authority, omu Chief Executive, Mr. Frank Mante. They have been very, very professional. Omote Emranase, Omunimse, once activated that RTI provision, public officials must oblige in the spirit of democracy, of transparency, of accountability. As I said, the way they were professional and even the swiftness, mature Kratano on the 4th of July. By the 5th of July, just the next day, 24 hours later, or more responded. On the 5th of July, may receive or more response. Now, why is this request important? As I said, may explain itself. Osha Ghana Yemra Yewo a public procurement act. A year your friend of the Public Procurement Act 2003, Act 663. Now, okay, the provisions of Act 663. A clear say, who ye are buying project here, and now who topic be if you are buying goods and services, and now who ye any construction. Once a year project are buying sika a womb, whether fully and not partially, there even a 1% contribution. There's the lowest contribution. Once a year public fund, who use the public fund, and now we are public entity, As I said, apply the procurement law. Maybe see a dime where now maybe talk.
But you you now National Cathedral as it stands. A year public a year and a year nasa a year private in the public na be room. Na year saying.
Brilliant question. Once a project start here, now you a private. That is what the president told us initially. Now you president was share about on one cousin a card or share boss president said Senyame a yet na domna se ubin kunima Obesi National Cathedral at the Adanyamiasi. That's what we were told. But along the line, no, the Abain Esisa and Ajin, in even the Supreme Court decision, the James Kobna Bonfe case, the Attorney General appeared to even have misled the judges. Way is a private endeavor. That's why many people agree with us. The whole National Cathedral, there was no transparency, there was no truthfulness and forthrightness. Fast forward, the Abain can say their new position. What kind the June 17, 2022 statement National Cathedral Secretariat did to Jano Obekaya, that's June 17 statement. Omo reveal that was the first time Omo can say National Cathedral is no longer a private project, now a public project. And Omo reveal say Omo akwa register the National Cathedral of Ghana since the 18th of July 2019, about 3 years ago. From that time, from July 2019, it is now a public project. National Cathedral of Ghana, a state-owned enterprise. Who kind of June 17 statement? It's online. J4 to me, I download it, and Mope to me, I kind that statement for the benefit of listeners. And the point to make now, as said, National Cathedral project, a buying project. It's a public project. It's no longer a private initiative by the churches and the president and the clergy who are willing to support the president. They say, a public entity. Now, what kind, even the Attorney General's response or when the National Cathedral Secretariat actual Attorney General said almost some explanation. The Attorney General's legal opinion, the legal advice, as I said, they should know that from henceforth, National Cathedral of Ghana, a public entity, it's a state-owned company. Indeed, almost say that according to the Attorney General, or say the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board, Omoya the sole shareholder. It's a National Cathedral project, it is a state-owned enterprise. It's a public endeavor. It's a public project. That is not in doubt since July 2019. Even though the point must be made, sir, government was not truthful and transparent. Anka Yan started these revelations. Sir, they are using public funds, which they did on the blind side of Parliament without parliamentary approval, in flagrant violation of Article 178 of the 1992 Constitution. We would not have known. Anka Abain Emba Aboti and Bekacha say, almost so much even though they told us a personal pledge to God by President Akufo-Addo, it is now a public project and they are using public funds. Because Omunim said they don't have parliamentary approval and what they are doing is unconstitutional. They hid that information from us all these years. Indiana, I'm not surprised. Many Ghanaians even are still confused as to really the status of this project. What are its characteristics? Is it public and now is it private? But according to Abino, a public, one registered since 18 July 2019 as a public entity. Now, having made that point, what kind the Ghana your procurement laws are at 663 as amended, what kind all of the procurement laws, including the amended one, are very clear. Sir, who your public entity, now sir, who be your project, who be your construction, you must go through the procurement processes and you need approval from the Public Procurement Authority. It's very clear. And even if you are not a public entity, now so project now a buying per se or the sika a buying sika public fund at the share project anymore. As I said, Public Procurement Authority or moment approval, you must go through the procurement processes. Into what kind the response to my ITR request by the PPA? It is most shocking. PPA for air Kase. They don't have any record, and I can read the letter to you. It's a very terse letter, very just about 3-paragraph letter. Or say re-application to access information on procurement approval relating to the construction of the National Cathedral by Ribade Company Limited. Reference is made to your letter dated 4th July 2022 on the above subject. Please be informed that the Public Procurement Authority holds no information relating to the construction of the National Cathedral by Ribade Company Limited. You may wish to refer your enquiry to the National Cathedral Secretariat. Yours faithfully, signed, Frank Mante, Chief Executive. And this is copied to the Director, Legal, Public Procurement Authority, Accra. Intinia, most shocking, the Public Procurement Authority, National Cathedral Project, Omuni information here, nothing has come to their attention. Meaning that they have granted no approval. And project yeah, Kasa say a buying sika over 200 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, they are Aqua project. Osha project value now. They say Aqua could do $400 million. Can you imagine? Say a $400 million project, no procurement. And what this means, they say in Kofupia Mua Baimu, from Madame Fufu. Ye basic cathedral over to me, Mumbesi, Mufa and Ukain, 31st March 2022, letter now ye leaky from Finance Minister.